Children, now let's see the differences between the monocots and the dicots. Children, you can open page number 137 of your book. Okay, we'll be discussing this diagram also in detail, and on page number 138 there is a long table that is given which has many differences. You don't need to learn all those differences. Let us study the differences, learn only these differences that are there. First is, see, dicotyledon plants, they have got two cotyledons in the embryo. Monocot has got one cotyledon. Dicot has got tap root system. Do you remember we did the term tap root? I told you a root that develops from the radicle. Adventitious roots, they develop from any other part of the plant except radicle. So if I switch over to this diagram, see the last diagram, say the way that is shown. Can you see those fibrous roots? The fibrous roots means that there is no single primary root. So such type of roots, they are present in monocots, and dicots, they have got a tap root system. Then come again, stem is profusely branched whereas stem is unbranched. So in a dicot, try to remember a mango tree or a guava tree. You find so many branches, people tree. Okay, but try to remember maize, butta, or for that matter wheat, if you have ever seen a wheat growing, or for that matter the grass. Now these are all monocots and they have there the stem is unbranched. Next is that dicots have got a reticulate venation, monocots have got parallel venation. I think if you remember, we discussed this last year when we taught you the chapter transpiration. So what is reticulate venation? Just see the second last diagram in this, children. The reticulate venation means that all the veins, they run parallel to each other. And you can refer to the book also, children, on page number 137. See, they have shown it in a very beautiful diagram, how reticulate venation occurs, how parallel venation occurs. So if you see in the diagram, children, all veins, they are running parallel to each other. Whereas in a reticulate means, children, network. So what happens is there is a midrib, then they form veins and veinlets, and as in this way they form an entire network. Such type of leaves is called, venation, such leaves is called reticulate venation. So suppose you get a leaf, try to observe the venation. If it is parallel venation, it is a monocot, and if it is reticulate venation, it is the dicot. Again I am telling you, just open page number 137 of your book and you can see the beautiful diagram over there. Then flowers, they show tetramerous or pentamerous symmetry. Tetramerous or pentamerous. Penta means 5. So 5 sepals, 5 petals. Whereas monocots have trimerous. Tri means 3. So there the words are in numbers of 3. Try to remember gladiolus if you have ever observed a gladiolus flower. Gladiolus flower has got 6 petals. That means it is a monocot. In the same way, lily, if you have seen a lily flower, children, the lily has got 6 petals, 3 plus 3. So that means, so you just count that if you have a flower, how to find out whether it is a dicot or a monocot? Count the number of sepals and the petals. If the sepals and the petals, they are in multiples of 5, it is dicot. If it is in multiple of 3, it is monocot. Then come to the next one. The vascular bunda is conjoined, collateral and open. Vascular bundles are conjoined, collateral and closed. Children, even if I explain you here at this point just now, you will not be able to understand because I haven't taught you the tissue systems in plants. So this point you just copy it down, mark it down. When I'll teach you types of vascular bundles, then you will come to know what is the meaning of these terms. Secondary growth is found and secondary growth is absent. Now what is secondary growth? If you remember, I told you plant first grows in height. What is that process called? Primary growth. So once the plant attains a particular height, then the plant grows in diameter. The stem grows in diameter. This is called secondary growth. So secondary growth is present only in dicots. Try to remember the apple tree, the mango tree, the guava tree, people, bargad, neem. These are all big trees, and the diameter of their trunk is very big. But in monocot there is no secondary growth. So you must have never seen any rice plant that big, or any wheat plant that big, or leave about everything, any grass. Grass is a monocot. Okay, so just see the vascular bundles. See this diagram, children. Here the vascular bundles. This is again there in your book also, and very beautifully shown. See in dicots all the vascular bundle. First of all, try to remember what is vascular bundle. Vascular bundle means a group of xylem and phloem. So vascular bundle in a dicot is arranged in a ring, whereas in monocot it is scattered. So if you cut a piece of a stem, you'll come to know whether it is a monocot or a dicot. So if it is arranged in a ring, it is a dicot. And if it is scattered, then it is monocot. Rest other parts I think I have discussed. Now the next video, children, will have, so just mark down this in your book, children, page number 137 and 138. That is the differences between monocots and dicots. In the next video, children, I will explain you the 3 types of life cycle patterns that are there in your flowering plants.